Hello all. Today I want to talk about chapter 3 of the book, and it is about designing a competitive business model and building a solid strategic plan. Let's see what it means in terms of competitive business, which means we have to compete with other businesses, and therefore to survive, to be profitable, of course, we have to be competitive. And in order to do that, we have to have a plan, we have to have a roadmap, and that is what we know as solid strategic plan. And these are the objectives of this chapter, and they are importance of strategic management, and why it is important, and how we can be competitive. And there are 9 steps in developing a strategic plan that we will discuss. And the some strategies are involved in low cost differentiation and focus. This focus is more like in niche markets. We will talk about that, and importance of control. And then here we have we before companies were thinking just about financial capital, but now it has shifted to intellectual capital, which are assets for companies, and having human capital, structural capital, the capital that an organization has, such as patent rights and many other resources, and the customer base that they have. They are like capital. Now, strategic management is very important to survive, to have a solid strategic management plan in place, and it involves in a game plan that we are trying really to accomplish our mission, goals, objectives. We will talk about what these are. That way you get a better understanding. And I have put a video regarding mission, vision, but we will get into more discussion about that. And it is important to come up with a plan when you want to start a business. That way you can be competitive. And example of a company that did very well was Whole Foods, for example. This Whole Food, as you all know, recently, a few years ago, 2, 3 years ago, was bought by Amazon, and Amazon was going to get into they wanted to compete with some other companies, and they felt that instead of having everything online, maybe they need, therefore they bought the Whole Foods, maybe $7 billion. I don't remember how much, but it was a few years ago, and it was very smart move by Amazon to buy Whole Foods. And just those of you who don't know what these Whole Foods are, you are familiar with Shop and Save, for example, and Whole Foods sells quality food, and for those who are health conscious, and therefore they have very very loyal customers. And therefore, what they had a good mission in place, but we will discuss about those missions in more detail. And there are 5 aspects for a small company. When a company is small, they have to focus on products that they sell, service they provide. They have to focus on pricing of their products, and how they want to sell, the way they want to sell, and values that they are committed. And as I said, we will explain this in more detail when we go further. And we come here, and the core competencies of a company, that unique capabilities, such as superior quality. Of course, you want to start your own business, but you will focus on superior quality. Do you want to focus on customer service, innovation, team building, and flexibility that you want to have in your organization, in your company, responsiveness, and others to allow that it will, well, the past competitors, they are what a company does best. If you want to start your own business, what can you do that you are best at, and then rely on those and it talks about its Pizza Fusion, which most likely had, some competitive advantage compared to, its competitors. And now here, building sustainable competitive advantage, you look at capabilities that you have. They feed into your core competencies, lessons you have, and the skills that you have, and they lead into sustainable competitive advantage. And you translate it to superior value to your customer to make sure you are, as an entrepreneur, you are successful to be competitive. And here we are going to develop, when you want to start a company, you want to develop a vision for your company. And then let's see what we mean by creating a vision. I put articles for you to read about consignment shops. Imagine that you want to start your own consignment shop, and your goal is to open one in 6 counties that eastern, are in this eastern district. And these 6 counties are, for example, Hardy, Grand, Mineral, Pendleton, Tucker, and Hampshire, for example. And imagine you want to start six quality consignment shops. That's a vision that you have, that this quality stores to open. Suppose, what is your mission? What is your vision? Your vision is to have six very good, solid, customer focused consignment shops that you will be the owner in the 6 counties. That's the vision. That's the roadmap that you are trying to create. Therefore, you already created your vision for your company, having six very successful customer focused consignment shops. And now you have to assess your strengths and weaknesses. What are your strengths? Suppose one of your strengths is that you have a Facebook with 5,000 friends in it. Therefore, that is your strength. That is what you are good at, finding friends and having 5,000 people as your friends in your Facebook. That can be a strength. As soon as the people hear that you have consignment store, maybe that can be, that's a part of your strengths. What are the weaknesses that you have? For example, let's say weaknesses that someone has is that the person likes every weekend to go for vacation, for example, or be out of town, or someone likes to wake up at 12 p.m. or 11 a.m. Maybe that's a weakness. A good businessman maybe should be at work at 8 o'clock. Therefore, you look at and scan environment for opportunities and threats. What are the opportunities for you if you want to open six-store consignment shops? Maybe there are some, strategic alliances you can have for your consignment shops. You know what you can do. Suppose, imagine there are some consignment shops in Virginia. You can be in contact with them. They have products that they cannot sell. You can encourage them to bring it to you. Therefore, that can be an opportunity. Therefore, you have to check the environments for opportunities and also for threats. Because what are these threats? That threats is that some people might be looking and watching, and they might want to start their own consignment. Therefore, if these people suddenly, several people try to open the same stores that you are doing in, that can be a threat. Therefore, and then you will identify key success factors. And then here we have strategic management process. What are one of the most important thing? We go on a step, analyze competition. Who are your competitors in here? Is Walmart your competitor? Do you already have consignment stores in the area? And then after you put all of these together, what are your goals and objectives? How you want to get into that point with what goals? Goals usually are general. Suppose goals would be, I would come and say, one of my goals is to hire some of the best employees. And then now it is general. When I say goals, it's general. But when it gets to objectives, I can make it more specific. I want to hire to put an ad in January, hire my first 2 employees in February, I am going to hire 2 more employees. Do you see? I am now getting specific and put timetable to that. That's where I am focusing on objectives. And I come and say that during January, I am going to put some ad in Moorfield Examiner, Grant County Press, New Hampshire Review. And therefore, as you see, I am getting into, objectives. And I am formulating strategies, and then I will translate all of these into actions, and then I establish accurate controls for the process. And then this is slide 11. And now that we said our vision, what it was, we said that we want 6 stores, quality stores that provide, great service. And therefore, a good vision that a company organization has is provides direction, determines decision, inspires the people, and allows for perseverance. I will post the mission vision of the Eastern College. That way, you get some sense what we mean by vision. Vision is where we want to be. And mission is, we will talk about mission when we get, I think here we do have, discussion about vision. Develop a vision and create a mission statement. Therefore, here we come here, address a question. And what business are in? And that is the mission is written in the expression of how the company reflects an entrepreneur's value, belief, and vision, and more than just making money. Therefore, we already defined our vision, what we want to be. How about we didn't create a mission for our company? We come and say our mission means that we are here to provide the best quality service that we can for our stores. Therefore, that is our mission. Our vision is where we want to be, where we are headed, having 6 quality stores, that can serve the people of Grant, Hardy, that is our vision. That's where we are headed. Our mission, why we are in business and why we believe that we are good, our mission is, which is the focus of our company, is that our mission is to provide the best possible service that we can to make sure every customer that walks into our store walks out happy and feels that he or she has saved a lot of money. That's the mission I would put for my company. Therefore, I already have the vision. You understand what my vision is and what my mission is. And also, it is suppose Chick-fil-A has its own, mission. Google has its own mission. I think the book has written, Google is saying their mission is to collect all the information in the world, and therefore that's a great mission they have, and therefore each company has. But suppose one of the missions of the college is that Eastern College is to provide affordable education. Therefore affordability is a part of the Eastern College mission. Therefore, if that is something we want to focus, suppose, if that is affordability, then we have to come up with a lot of strategies. And maybe we can find, inexpensive books for students. Therefore, we have to focus constantly in that direction that we, say that it is our mission. And then here is elements of mission statement, purpose of a company. What is then why our mission is to provide quality education to the people in the Potomac Highland of the state. Therefore, that's a part of our mission. And as I said, another component is affordability for students and businesses we are in, and how we are going to accomplish our purpose. And values are, suppose I want to put some value for the consignment shops. Value, what I would say, that we are trying to be we are trying to be honest with our customers. Do you see? That is called a value when we try to get into moral. Therefore, I already have a vision for my company. I have a mission. I have some values for my companies. I have some goals and I have some objectives. We want you to see the difference between all of this. And now this video is almost 15 minutes, and I am going to post it, and then we will continue from slide 14. And I am going to